Welcome to Module 2.4. This module highlights how Pear Deck works within Canvas, allowing you to streamline lesson delivery and student access. When you integrate Pear Deck into Canvas, you turn a Pear Deck session into an assignment. This gives your students in Canvas instant access to the session without needing a join code or link. Throughout this video, you'll learn how to add Pear Deck as an external tool, assign sessions directly through Canvas, and extend interactivity into your existing learning management system workflows. With integration, you can simplify the student experience while keeping everything organized in one place. So to begin, we'll want to go to our Canvas course. And we can get there through the Birdville portal. Then we'll select Canvas. From here, you'll want to choose the course or sandbox that you're building your lessons within. So I'll start here in one of my sandboxes. And for this, I'm going to make a new module. I like to organize in modules, but it's up to you. That's going to go to the bottom. Let's just move that module to the top. All right. From here, we'll want to add an assignment to the module. Now you can either go through assignments and build it. I like to organize right within the modules that I'm going to be presenting to students. I'm going to create an assignment, and I would name this whatever makes the most sense with the naming conventions that you have in your classroom or the lesson that you're teaching. So after that, we'll go in and click on the title so that we can edit the assignment. From here, we'll click Edit. Now here in the Rich Content Editor, you can put any instructions or additional information that you want to give to students, just like you would in a typical Canvas assignment. You can add points to the assignment if you're wanting to take a grade for this. But to actually create the lesson, we're going to change the submission type. So we'll scroll down to where it says External Tool, and then we'll click that Find button. From here, you should already have Pear Deck installed, and we're going to select the Pear Deck app and then click Select. This tool is a little different than some of our other tools to where you'll actually select the lesson after we save it. You can also select Load this tool in a new tab if you want them to have a button to click on to open it in a new window. I like to embed everything right into the page so students aren't going elsewhere, but again, that's your preference. All the other things, such as how many times they can submit, adding the assignment to sync to focus, or adding due dates, are all your preference. So once we have those things in here, we can select Save and Publish. Now on the teacher side, we will now see where it says Present a Google Slides file and select it from your drive. So we should already have a Pear Deck lesson made that we can select from our drive before we get to this point. You will want to make sure that your lesson is 100% complete, because once you put it into here, you will not be able to make any changes. If you make changes, you'll have to create a new assignment. So we'll select the file from the drive, and it's going to pop up a window. If it's your first time using this, you'll also have to connect your Google Drive to Canvas. Then from here, I can type in the name of the Google Slides file I'm looking for, or some of my most recent lessons will pop up here. So I'm going to use this one we've been using. Click on it and click Select. As with always starting a new Pear Deck lesson, it's going to ask if we want it to be instructor paced or student paced. If you do it in instructor paste, you will still have to change the slides for them and guide it through. But again, they'll have it in the page and they won't have to have any kind of join code or anything like that. Typically, when we're using this in Canvas, the best practice is kind of to do it as a student paced activity. But if you want to control it and just have it within the page ready to go, you can also choose instructor paced. Now, once this loads, on my side as the teacher, I'm going to see that teacher dashboard so that I can navigate through it. On the student end, it will look like a student presentation. They'll have the options to toggle through and answer the questions because we put it in student paced. But again, I can stop student paced mode at any point and the students will have to navigate through my control. Okay. That is how you add these to Canvas. I will say, unfortunately, it does not really link up with SpeedGrader. So there are ways which we'll explore in the final module for how to get the student grades and feedback. I will still be able to see all the individual work that students did once they're logged into the Canvas. And I can assign a grade to them, but I won't actually see the slides in SpeedGrader. So that's just something to be aware of. For this module, your action steps will be to watch the video and then, which you've already done, and then consider adding one to a Canvas course. You can't really do much right now while you're in summer mode or whenever you don't have students in a course. But if you want to try to add it, you can try to do that on your own just to see how the steps work and think about how the differences between running it live and having it in Canvas could impact your classroom. The final product for this will be a check for understanding that you'll answer some quiz questions and then you'll be ready to move on to one of our final lessons in the module or in the courses. So as always, please let us know if you have any questions and we are always glad to help.